हेलो एंड वेलकम टू AAFT 24/7। आई एम राधिका शर्मा। आज हमारे साथ हैं एक व्यक्ति जो एक शाही परंपरा और रिच हेरिटेज से जुड़े हैं। हिज हाइनेस रौनक यार खान, 9th इज़ाम ऑफ द असफ जाही डायनेस्टी ऑफ हैदराबाद। वेलकम सर। हाउ आर यू सर?
I'm good.
So sir, this is basically literature festival going on. So what is your take on literature? What according to you is literature?
Literature, I think, is something because right now we have so many things to do with this technology is only recent. So when you say literature, it means all the past history, the books, the poems, the stories, the movies, everything, the novels, everything we grew up with, everything that conserve history, that keep a record of our past and all that is all to do with literature. Only now we have internet and all that.
Yes.
So that's only last 50 years, but last 5,000 years, or even like maybe not 5,000, maybe 3,000 years, literature was more important. I think before that there were hieroglyphics and all that which you don't even understand. But there were people writing even before that. But only thing is we can't read because some of the civilizations, got obliterated. It would be so fantastic to read their literature. Imagine how much we would gain by that.
Yes.
So all that is part of literature. It's very essential.
So do you, what is your take in this growing generation because of बहुत ज़्यादा डिजिटल मीडिया बढ़ चुका है और फास्ट मीडिया प्रमोट हो रहा है, तो इसके लिटरेचर में क्या बेसिकली लिटरेचर है इसका पार्ट, मतलब कैसे फील करते हो आपकी इसमें कैसे ग्रो कर रहा है लिटरेचर?
This is also literature in a way. Only thing is it's not traditional. The way it was traditionally written वो नहीं है, because now like the movies have come in last 80 years I think. That, once upon a time you'll be surprised the movies were first and the sound came later. So the collaboration started happening just about 100 years ago, probably a little more than that. So that's very, such a very recent kind of a thing. Like I told you, literature is like ancient, I mean, you can read things about like 2,000, 4,000 years back. And today, anyway, so because this movie part of it is coming, the visual part, and so it's a good thing. I mean, instead of writing 10 words about describing something, now it's also become visual, right? Because, you make movies.
So do you read books, or do you any book that you personally like? Or
sometimes what happens is a book is very important, it's well written, it's historical, and like it's something you should know as a person living in the last 50 years. You should know about that book because it's become so famous. So you have to pick up and read it. There are certain things which are only in books, they are not available because nobody made a movie out of it. And sometimes very strangely, I've seen some Other Side of Midnight or some particular book, and they made a movie on it, and the movie was nowhere near what the book kind of described, because they describe things and you visualize it in your head the way you want to, and and the way they make you visualize, and your your vision and your impressions and your fantasies can go much beyond what the reality is, and you fantasize about what you see as if you say the most spectacular woman and you show her on the screen, you may not find her attractive because somebody else might be finding her. Everybody has a different taste. But when they tell you in a book that the lady was very attractive and they kind of describe her vaguely, you form your own impressions. So sometimes the impressions are even stronger than the reality, because you're seeing it your way, in your mind, your perspective. So that way it's like sometimes some books are more touching and like they reach you deeper than even a movie does.
So what message do you want to give to the young generation? Because literature is going a little...
Literature is where it has its place. In modern thing, when it's a movie, how can you still say only read and don't look at the thing? And somebody can take a video of Taj Mahal. If you don't take a video or picture of Taj Mahal, how much can you describe it in words? So I'm saying like, some pictures are there, but those are also like only maybe 150 years ago, because before that there was no camera. So for certain things, camera is there, then for certain things, visuals are there. So everything has a place. It depends on the material in that. What that literature is talking about. If it's talking about a revolution and how it started, it's a different thing. If it's talking about a time, during a certain emperor's time where the poetry flourished and you're writing about poetry, it's a different thing. And the different things about, certain things are better visualized in a movie.
Thank you so much.
So where there's a movie, you have to see a movie.
Thank you so much, sir, for your time and for this beautiful conversation. For more updates, and stay tuned to AAFT 24/7.